माता सरस्वती शारदा विद्यादानी दयानी दुःखहरणी जगत जननी माता माता सरस्वती शारदा माता सरस्वती शारदा विद्यादानी दयानी दुःखहरणी जगत जननी माता माता सरस्वती शारदा माता सरस्वती शारदा माता सरस्वती शारदा हंसवाहिनी वीणाधारिणी हंसवाहिनी वीणाधारिणी हिमनगनन्दिनी जगत कल्याणी हिमनगनन्दिनी जगत कल्याणी जगत जननी माता माता सरस्वती शारदा माता सरस्वती शारदा शारदा सरस्वती शारदा शारदा सरस्वती शारदा 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 माता सरस्वती शारदा माता सरस्वती शारदा 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 माता माता सरस्वती शारदा माता सरस्वती शारदा शारदा माता सरस्वती शारदा 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 माता सरस्वती शारदा विद्यादानी दयानी दुःखहरणी जगत जननी माता माता सरस्वती शारदा सरस्वती शारदा 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 हंसवाहिनी वीणाधारिणी हंसवाहिनी वीणाधारिणी हंसवाहिनी वीणा हंसवाहिनी वीणाधारिणी वीणा धारिणी हंसवाहिनी वीणाधारिणी हंसवाहिनी वीणाधारिणी हंसवाहिनी वीणा.
Jai Shri Mataji, everyone. Good evening from Ireland. Today we are dedicating our meditation to Swadhisthana Chakra because yesterday it was full moon, the birthday of Shri Hazrat Ali. So we are going to watch Chandrama Puja, Shri Chandrama Puja, to go our Swadhisthana, our right side. And we are going to say a few names of Shri Brahmadeva Saraswati before that. Let's all sit quietly. We'll bow down in front of Shri Mataji and we rise our Kundalini and give ourselves a bandhana. Let's put our both hands towards Mother Earth and we will say together Shri Adi Bhumi Devi mantra. Om Tvameva Sakshan Shri Adi Bhumi Devi Sakshan Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Mother Adibhumi Devi, Mother Earth, please take away all negativity which is within our chakras, which is within our subtle body, which stop us to be in the state of meditation. We put our attention in Sahasrara. With closed eyes, we will stay for a while with our hands towards Mother Earth. Now we keep our right hand towards Mother Earth. We're going to put the left one on our lap. Our attention on Muladhara Chakra. Together, let's say the mantra Shri Ganesha. Om Tvameva Sakshan Shri Ganesha Sakshan Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Shri Mataji, dear Shri Ganesha, please bless us with innocence. Please remove all the clouds of the negativity which cover our innocence. Please, Shri Mataji, bless with your innocence our thoughts, our mind, our feelings, our actions, our intentions, our physical body. Now let's say together Ganesha Dharva Shersha. Om Namaste Ganapataye Twamiva Pratyaksham Tattvamasi Twamiva Kevalam Kartasi Twamiva Kevalam Dartasi Twamiva Kevalam Hartasi Twamiva Sarvam Kalvidam Brahmasi Tvam Sakshat Tatmasi Nityam Haritam Vachmi Satyam Vachmi Avam Tvamam Avavaktaram Avashrottaram Avadattaram Avadhattaram Avanuchanam Avashishyam Avapashchatam Avapurastat Avuntarattat Avundakshinantat Avachurtvatat Avudharatat Sarvatomam Pahi Pahi Samantat Tvam Chinmaya Tvamanandamaya Tvam Brahmamaya Tvam Satchitananda Dvitosi Tvam Pratyaksham Brahmasi Tvam Jnanamayo Vijnanamayosi Sarvam Jagridam Tvaton Jayate Sarvam Jagridam Tvatastishtati Sarvam Jagridam Tvai Layami Shati Sarvam Jagridam Tvai Pratiti Tvam Bhumi Rapo Nalo Nilo Naba Tvam Chatvari Padani Tvam Guna Trayatita Tvam Deha Trayatita Tvam Kala Trayatita Tvam Mula Dara Stichosi Nityam Tvam Shakti Trayatmaka Tvam Yogino Dayanti Nityam Tvam Brahmas Tvam Vishnus Tvam Rudras Tvam Indras Tvam Agnis Tvam Vayus Tvam Suryas Tvam Chandramas Tvam Brahma Bhuvaswaram Ganadim Purvamucharya Varnadim Tadanamtaram Anusvara Paratara Ardendu Lasitam Tarinarudam Itattava Manuswarupam Gakara Purvarupam Akaro Madhyamarupam Anusvara Chancharupam Bindurutararupam Nada Sanhanam Sandita Sanhe Saisha Ganesha Vijam Ganaka Rishihi Nichirin Gayatri Chandaha Ganapatir Devata Om Gam Ganapate Namaha Ekadantaya Vidmahe Vakra Chundaya Jimahi Tanu Danti Prachodayat Ekdantam Chaturhastam Pasha Mankusha Darinam Radam Chavaradam Hastairbi Branam Mushajvajam Raktam Lambudaram Shurpa Karnakam Rakta Vasasam Rakta Gandanu Liptangam Rakta Pushpaihi Subuchitam Bhaktanu Kampinam Devam Jagat Karanamachutam Avirbhutam Cha Srishtadu Prakritihe Purushat Param Evam Jayatiyo Nityam Sa Yogi Yoginam Vara Namo Vratapataye Namo Ganapataye Namaha Pramata Pataye Namaste Astu Lambodharaya Ekadantaya Vigna Nashine Shiva Sutaya Shri Varada Murtaya Namo Namaha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha Shri Mataji, Yo Shri Ganesha, please make our Muladhara a strong base for our evolution. Make our Muladhara strong and pure. Now we keep our right hand towards Mother Earth. We move our attention into the left side. We are going to say together Shri Mahakali, Shri Bhairavanath mantra. Om Tvameva Sakshan Shri Mahakali Sakshan Shri Bhairavanath Sakshan Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha Shri Mataji, you Shri Mahakali, please come into our left side and remove all negativities which are there. Remove all impure desires, all bad memories, all prejudice, all conditionings. Please, Shri Mataji, remove all negativities which connects us with our past, with the collective past. Bless our left side with pure joy, with pure desire to evolve, with pure desire to be the Spirit, to be a reflection of God Almighty. Now we say mantra Ashuddha Icha Nashaka. This is to remove all unsatisfied impure desires. Ashuddha Icha Nashaka. Om Tvameva Sakshan Ashuddha Icha Nashaka Sakshan Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha Shri Mataji, we surrender all our impure desires, all worldly desires, all material desires. Let's say Shuddha Shri Shuddha Om Tvameva Sakshan Shri Shuddha Sakshan Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Shri Mataji, you're the pure desire within us. Now, because the left side ends with the superego, which is catching when we don't forgive ourselves. From our heart, we will say, I forgive myself. From the bottom of my heart, I forgive myself. I forgive, I forgive, I forgive. Shri Mataji, by your grace, I forgive myself. Now we put our right hand on our Swadhisthana. We will say together the mantra of Shri Brahmadeva Saraswati. Om Swameva Sakshan Shri Brahmadeva Saraswati Sakshan Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Now we say together the 21 names of Shri Brahmadeva. We will say short mantra. Your divine intelligence, Shri Buddhi. Om Tvameva Sakshan Shri Buddhi Namo Namaha. You're the ego of the divine, Shri Mahat Ahamkara. Om Tvameva Sakshan Shri Mahat Ahamkara Namo Namaha. You're the sun, Shri Surya. Om Tvameva Sakshan Shri Surya Namo Namaha. You're the moon, Shri Chandra. Om Tvameva Sakshan Shri Chandra Namo Namaha. You're the master of the principle of the ether sound. Shri Akasha Tattva Swamini. Om Tvameva Sakshan Shri Akasha Tattva Swamini Namo Namaha. You're the master of the principle of the wind. Shri Vayu Tattva Swamini. Om Tvameva Sakshan Shri Vayu Tattva Swamini Namo Namaha. You're the master of the principle of the burning light, sound, touch, and form. Shri Tejas Tattva Swamini. Om Tvameva Sakshan Shri Tejas Tattva Swamini Namo Namaha. You're the master of the principle of water, sound, touch, form, and taste. Shri Apa Tattva Swamini. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Apa Tattva Swamini Namo Namaha. You're the master of the principle of the mother, earth, sound, touch, form, taste, and smell. Shri Prithvi Tattva Swamini. Om Tvameva Sakshan Shri Prithvi Tattva Swamini Namo Namaha. You're the goddess of the ether element, Shri Akasha Tattweshwari. Om Tvameva Sakshan Shri Akasha Tattweshwari Namo Namaha. You are the goddess of the air element, Shri Anila Tattweshwari. Om Tvameva Sakshan Shri Anila Tattweshwari Namo Namaha. You are the goddess of the fire element, Shri Tejo Tattweshwari. Om Tvameva Sakshan Shri Tejo Tattweshwari Namo Namaha. You're the goddess of water element, Shri Jala Tattweshwari. Om Tvameva Sakshan Shri Jala Tattweshwari Namo Namaha. You're the goddess of the earth element, Shri Bhumi Tattweshwari. Om Tvameva Sakshan Shri Bhumi Tattweshwari Namo Namaha. You're the golden cosmic egg that contains the universe of Shri Brahma. Om Tvameva Sakshan Shri Hiranya Garbha Namo Namaha. You're the five subtle elements, Shri Pancha Tanmatra. Om Tvameva Sakshan Shri Pancha Tanmatra Namo Namaha. You're the five gross elements, Shri Panchabhuta. Om Tvameva Sakshan Shri Panchabhuta Namo Namaha. You're the universe, awareness in its awakened state, Shri Vishva. Om Tvameva Sakshan Shri Vishva Namo Namaha. You're the essence of all life energy, dream awareness, Shri Tejas Satmika. Om Tvameva Sakshan Shri Tejas Atmika Namo Namaha. You're the essence of all intelligence, sleep awareness, Shri Pragnatmika. Om Tvameva Sakshan Shri Pragnatmika Namo Namaha. You're the fourth state of consciousness, union with the divine, Shri Turiya. Om Tvameva Sakshan Shri Turiya Namo Namaha. Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Shri Mataji, Yo Shri Brahmadeva and Shri Saraswati, please bless all the mankind with pure knowledge. Please destroy everything that is impure, that is false, that is harming all people around the world in the form of impure knowledge. Please Shri Mataji destroy all Rakshasas that are attacking the Swadhisthana of the people, manipulating them, changing their minds, brainwashing for their own evil purposes. Now let's put our right hand on our heart. Shri Mataji, you Shri Shiva and Shri Parvati, please awaken the spirit within us. Please make us crystal reflection of God Almighty. Release all our potential. Let us say in ourselves, I'm not this body. I'm not this mind. I'm not these thoughts. I'm not this ego. I'm not these conditionings. I'm nothing but the pure spirit. Let's put our hand on our forehead. We bend our head. Let's say the mantra of Shri Jesus Mary. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Jesus Mary Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Shri Mataji, from the bottom of my heart, I forgive everyone and I forgive myself. I forgive, I forgive, I forgive. Now we stretch our fingers. We put the center of our palm on the fontanelle bone area. We'll make 7 times strong massage, moving the scalp, moving the skin. And 7 times we'll say, Shri Mataji, please come into my Sahasrara. Shri Mataji, please open my Sahasrara. Now we can put our right hand on our lap. Close our eyes for a while. And we stay in a thoughtless awareness. When a thought comes, we just can say, I forgive, I forgive, I forgive, and it will go away.
This, but you praise Indians very much, and I also praise with you, but we have certain very bad qualities, and one of them is that we are very extremely untidy people. Our aesthetics are so horribly made that we don't understand the difference between a plastic bag and a silver jug. Such jumbled up things we have. And I think I would request you to insist on arranging things yourself, because then they will pick up and learn things that it is to be done. You have to learn a lot of things from them, but they have to also learn some things from you, and they are very important things. Because it all makes a coefficient, it makes an atmosphere, and a pleasing thing for the gods. But this is the character of an Indian character, that whatever is right and whatever is the condition, carry on. See no evil, speak no evil. It's like that. If anything is bad, let it be as it is. Let it rust, let it absolutely till it becomes so rotten that it is going to fall on your head, then you may put a little support. That's our character. You're too tolerant with everything. That has led us to this kind of a incapacity to work. But if you see the Rutambara Pragya, how she works, how she beautifully does everything, how she creates everything so beautifully. There's so much neatness. If you go to a jungle, you will not find anything dirty, filthy, smelling, nothing. Everything washed off, cleaned out. The nature works in beautiful circles. Everything works out so much beautifully that when we call ourselves natural, we should understand that Rutambara Pragya is the most natural thing. And how Rutambara Pragya works is in complete neatness and complete cleanliness of the whole thing. Indians will be personally very, very clean, extremely clean they are, no doubt. But collectively they don't understand cleanliness. If you see their roads, if you see their outside of the houses, it's all dirty. And that is what I will blame our Indian men. You see, they are extremely conscious that they are human beings. You see, we have only two races in India, women and men. There is no third race. Men are not supposed to do any work inside, outside, anywhere. They don't see to the outside of the house. Like in England, I find men are all the time doing the sweeping, swabbing, everything outside. They do mowing of the lawn, looking after the garden, everything. Here the men will be just standing with their hands on their waist and ordering the wives, or not the wife, the servants and all that. And whatever may be, the wife may be dominating as far as money is concerned, but all these things the man is not going to do. He'll just give up, he'll say, I am not supposed to do all this. That's why collectively in this country we can never be clean people, because our men will just sit down. They won't do anything. Just they won't do anything. Only the women are supposed to do everything, and that's how our collective cleanliness is zero, absolute zero. For example, if there's a WC not working in England, I can't think of any man who will sit down for 5 minutes. He'll himself do it, he'll get a plumber, he'll do some or other, try to manage. Here it's not all right, doesn't matter. It's all right. Don't see no evil. Manage. This is how we have lived all centuries now, I think, and it's high time for all surgeons to change themselves. Now here there are many artists sitting in this part, but the men are not doing anything, puja the women are doing, and the women don't know anything how to do it, so the whole thing can be absolutely wretched. It is not, it is a sort of a character with us, we do this way, but otherwise we have so many qualities. We have so many qualities that you can't imagine how much we have got through our tradition. We are very humble people, we are extremely loving, affectionate, we go to any extent to serve others. We are not cunning people, we are not meticulous, we don't calculate, we are very hospitable. All these things are there, no doubt. But these things that we have to learn from you, is maybe gross. To look at it looks gross, but it's not. Just now as you see that, if it is properly done, if it is nicely done, I mean, at least I feel very much pleased with it. And everybody feels pleased about it. And when somebody sees the film also, they'll be pleased to see this kind of a film where there's something sensibly put up and everything is nicely done, care has been taken. Also shows a kind of a understanding that this is the worship of the Adisha, and you cannot take liberties with it. Imagine in these ordinary temples, they spend so much money, even the walls, the doors, the windows, everything made of silver. They do so much to create that. But if you people miss it, the Indians I would say, then it's going to be very dangerous for you. One must understand that you cannot just play about, just mother is coming. Nobody came to even call me. Somebody should have come to call me. I just walked on myself. Dear, this is not the way to behave, and the Indians must learn these things. That somebody must come to call me. After all, you see, all these protocols, they are going to learn from you, from the Indians. And if you don't have any protocol about it, how are they going to get it? So this is what one has to understand, that as English have to learn from French, and French have to learn from Germans, and Germans have to learn from, say, Austrians, or Austrians have to learn from Swiss, whatever it is. It's very important that the Indians must learn from the Western people. Certain things, that the way they respect their women, first of all that. The way they respect their women. Of course, one should not go to that limit that the women just dominate all the time. And American women are, I've seen about it, they are horrible. But still, I would say that one must learn must learn how to respect the women. Women are human beings. Your mother is a woman. And you must learn how to respect a woman. And if you don't know how to respect the woman, then in this country, I'm sure there cannot be bliss, whatever you may try. So women must learn that. They must know how to talk to their sisters, to their mothers, to their wives. But if there's a woman who is dominating, you see, if there's a dominating woman, then she becomes a prime minister in this country. That's what we are. If you get a dominating woman, then she can manage. If she's a simple woman, she's good, she's religious, she's submissive, then she's finished. If she's dominating, then men are afraid of such women. This is very sad, and that gives a very bad impetus. So I feel that as Ritambara Pragya works out everything so well, in the nature, if you see how she beautifully creates everything, how she chooses things, how she places things, how the colors change, you'll never find anything loud, anything obstructing, anything that is destructive, vulgar, nude, nothing. Find everything so beautifully done that it creates an inspiration in a human mind, in a human heart, which can be of a stone also. Even French, you see, they get inspired by Ritambara Pragya. So you can imagine people with stone hearts can get inspired. People who have very funny ideas about human beings can get inspired by Ritambara Pragya. So why not? We, the SYUK, should get inspiration from Ritambara Pragya and try to make everything look nice, beautiful, and must have coefficients by which we can have the proper channel for our vibrations. This is what I feel is lacking in the coordination between East and West. Let us give them this simple thing as to understand how you respect your women, how you respect the aesthetics, how you look after things. I know in London, supposing I have to have a puja, I don't have to see these things at all. On the contrary, I'm enamored the way things are done. Always. Here also they work out, I'm not saying always, but it could have been much better, a little bit, because the film has to be done and all that. But this is the trouble, is that in our everyday look, outlook, we are like that. You will see that everywhere you go in the villages. The problem is there are bathrooms, there are WCs, but never repaired. One spoilt means spoilt once for all. Telephone is spoilt, it is spoilt forever. At least in America, people will go and buy. They may not repair. They'll go and buy new one. Here they will not buy new one, nor they will have any replacement. Carry on with it throughout. That is a very bad character we have got, which we must change. We should try to see everything is working order. Now come to the Kundalini. Supposing the Kundalini goes out of order, are we going to give it up? If one chakra is not good, are we going to give it up? If there's something wrong with that point, India is very particular, much more than the Western. If the Kundalini is out, they'll get after it. If one chakra is out, they'll get after it. They'll clean it, because they are the roots, you see, and the root doesn't bother about the beauty. But the tree has to look after the beauty. So this is a combination which has to be worked out properly by you both. And the things will work out very well, I think, if you understand what co-relationship you have with each other, what you have to learn from them, and what they have to learn from. Now today is a special day I thought of having a puja, because today is the moon, just see in front of me here. And today is the day, first day, the moon is waxing. In the science of Sahaja, the moon is the spirit in our heart. It is the spirit in our heart. मी मराठीत बोलणार नंतर. Is the spirit in our heart, and it shines when the sun reflects on it. When the sun, that is the Son of God. When the Son of God reflects on the heart, then the moon shines in a human heart. But when it shines as a moon, then Shiva himself lifts it up and puts it on his head. So the human beings who are blessed by the Son of God, who are being awakened by the Son of God, that is, you can say that it is Sri Ganesh or Lord Jesus Christ, any one of them, if they enlighten the heart of human beings, then it becomes a shining moon. And the Amavasya, the day when it's the dark night, is when a man is not a realized soul at all. The realized soul is like the full moon. Now today is the day when the moon is slightly 1 degree less. It's an important day for us because this is the first day when it is waxing. And that is the day we have to fix up our moon within ourselves. That we start waxing by degrees. Into 16 degrees we go on waxing. And when that happens, we don't realize that there is no shine. Shine is going out. And we have to be careful, we have to look after it, and we have to work it out so that we worship that day when it starts waxing. It can wax with many things. You see, we have so many ways of finishing off the light that God has given us in our heart, that is the spirit. One of them is, very great one, is the thinking that we do about it. The first it starts when we start thinking about it, rationalizing about it. You must know that when I speak, I don't speak. Actually, these are all mantras. Whatever I do, I work it out in such a way that what I am saying works out within you. It's the Kruta Yoga, and it works out. When I say that, the whole machinery gets geared up. So when I say something, if you start reflecting it in your mind, you are gone, because you are not receiving what I am trying to do. If it is a mantra, that means whatever I am saying, those sound waves will create that being within you that I am describing. So at that time, once you start thinking about it, you cannot receive it because you have put a barrier of your thought. So when I am talking, just try to receive it. Just say yes, yes inside, so that you receive it within yourself. So this is one of the greatest problems of today, is that whatever you say, everybody must answer, everybody must argue, everybody must say, no, this could be that way, that could be, there are alternatives, this, that, everything goes on. There's no need at all to do all that. And when you start doing that, then all the gods and goddesses get angry one by one, and that's how you start losing your light within yourself. So this is the most displeasing thing for gods and goddesses, that you don't recognize me, that you don't recognize me fully, that you still argue with me, still you start asking questions, still you start giving me alternatives. Absolutely, this is just not necessary for you to go on arguing, to go on discussing it. It is just that you assimilate whatever I am saying, and that assimilation itself will open out those new dimensions within you which God wants to be opened out. So better surrender in that way your ego. Ego is the one that makes you say something, argue something, discuss something. And this is what is the biggest problem that I have seen when the first day of the waxing starts. So today is the first day when we should say that, that our ego should not start that drooping down. It was nice to dance, enjoy everything. But then when you sit down, while dancing you can't think, thank God. But as soon as the whole thing is over, you sit down, again the mind starts going on, tuck, 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 tuck. And then we start thinking. And once we start thinking, then we are losing that light which we have received. Sort of the moon has started waxing. And at that point, one has to be careful, because that's the most important thing. If you do not allow it to happen first time, then it can stop. It's very simple to understand that if you can stop sari on a last bit of it, it will not blow out because you are holding on to it. So at the very beginning of waxing of the moon, if you are careful about it, if you are alert about it, it will never happen. Whatever you are achieved will be sustained, and then you can increase. But that's a very important point which we miss, and that's why we have lots of trouble and lots of problems in search of. So now as you are moving for your further journey, so many of you have come for the first time, I have to tell you, don't think, don't reflect. In this you must learn from Indians. They don't think about these things. But they have to think, because when they think, they'll start thinking about those things which they have to think. I mean, you don't think, you'll be giving up all that is nonsensical that you have been thinking about. So don't think about it, don't reflect, Don't bother. Try to be subtler and subtler and not misidentified with your tags that are outside, like hooks, you see. And the mind is like a hook. I've seen all of you have some one hook outside and all the yarns go, hook round it, again another yarn goes and hooks round it. And the whole mind is attached to that hook. That is Mr. Ego. If you can cut your string somehow or other and say, I'm not going to think, I have come here for my spiritual ascent, let me be what I am. If mother says something, I'll listen to it. She scolds me, I'll listen to it. She does something, whatever she does, let me see that as I have come here for chiseling out myself, let her chisel me out, let the nature chisel me out, let the whole atmosphere chisel me out, puja should chisel me out, but you just become like a beautiful, we can say, a jade in the hands of the divine. And allow the divine to take out all your beauty. Just allow the divine to take out your beauty, and then you can enjoy your beauty. But if you hang over to all these old things, then it will be very difficult. So as being the first day, I have started it on the day when the moon is about to wax. See? I hope you'll be all very careful about it. Be alert. You have to be very alert. You have to go beyond time. You don't have to think about food. Once in a while, if you don't eat, doesn't matter. Nobody's going to die, I tell you. We don't eat for days together, nothing happens to us. So food has not come, the breakfast time, the dinner time. I mean, food is a religion, I think. So everything has a time. Here there is no time for anything. We do whenever we feel like. You see, let's do that way. So we have to be prepared for a nice, thorough cleansing and a very enjoyable time throughout. These two things can work hand in hand. If you just accept that you don't have to think. If you don't think, everything can be done without any problem and you'll enjoy life very much. So that's one thing. आता तुम्हाला लोकांना सांगायचं म्हणजे असं की आज तुम्ही पूजेला आलात ना, तर पूजेचा उपयोग असा झाला पाहिजे की तुमच्यामध्ये ज्या काही देवी देवता आहेत त्या जागृत झाल्या पाहिजे. आणि त्या देवी देवता जागृत होण्यासाठी म्हणून आजची पूजा आहे. तेव्हा वेगळ्या वेगळ्या देवी देवतांना कसे लोक जागृत करतात ते शिकून घ्या.
Let's say together the third part of the three great mantras. Om Tvameva Sakshan Shri Kalki Sakshan Shri Sahasrarar Swamini Moksha Pradayani Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Shri Mataji, from the bottom of our hearts, we thank you for blessing us with the knowledge who we are, what we are, for bringing the light within us. Please, Shri Mataji, help us be your instruments. Please, Shri Mataji. Now, together, we will do Namaskar Kundalini Bandhan. Now collectively, let's give abundant and support all our brothers and sisters and their children which suffer today in Turkey. Let's pray, Shri Mataji, please remove all negativities which are attacking the people in Turkey and Syria. Please, Shri Mataji, save their lives. Let it be your will, Shri Mataji. Thank you everyone for attending. Have a good night, everyone. I'll share some music if you want to meditate more.